TV Ciao Bella ladies, and today's discussion is around number 152, which says, I was looking for the right one in the box of chocolates. And then the reverse side of it says, look with your eyes and not with your mouth. So I think this one could be an umbrella for so many ideas. What do you see in this first and foremost, Pumpkin?
Well, when I look at it and I think about chocolate, because chocolate is one of my I love chocolate, right? So I will sit there and I will just eat chocolate and keep eating. And there's so many variety in the chocolate to choose from. So you could find yourself just making that as an excuse. So this way you can eat the whole box. Right? And that in itself is when we're talking about moderation. A lot of people are not thinking about what they're putting in their mouth.
Or if it's there and it's so convenient, then okay, especially if you have a package of these mini bites. So it's so small, I could have another one.
But can you really?
Really? Well, they add up, they add up, they add up. TP, what are your thoughts?
It's definitely not my go-to. I want to splurge and take something in sweet. If chocolate's there, great, but it's not my go-to. And so when I see that, I just see that as an excuse. And usually you do that when you're not as wrapped up in the substance that you're intaking. Now, if we were talking about milkshakes, then I'm like, I got to try all the flavors, right?
No.
I need to sample everything if it's a milkshake.
Wow.
But yeah, I see it as an excuse. I'm with those variety packs. The only thing that I like is caramel. So I really know which one is a caramel, and that's what I'm tasting, and that's it, right? And then if I do stumble upon another flavor that's not caramel, I'm not eating it because I want caramel. That's all I want, chocolate covered with caramel. So when I read that, I'm like, okay, here goes another excuse. Because we tell ourselves to keep us feeling okay about the decisions that we make and not, confronting the truth.
And I think they talk about dark chocolate and helping you lose weight, right? But everything in moderation.
Yeah.
So if you eat a whole box of dark chocolate, are you really, when you think about the calories that you're putting in, you're probably way over your calories, your 1,200 calories for the day.
I remember my father always used to say, doing everything in moderation. He did nothing in moderation. He lived life fully, but as far as following that adage, wasn't very Aristotelian, let's put it that way. I was thinking, as we were just saying this, I was reading a quote from Nadia, the most famous 20th century musicians like Burt Bacharach, Aaron Copland, Virgil Thompson. And her thought was, and it's about focusing on what you're doing. And anyone who acts without paying attention to what he is doing is wasting his life. I'd go so far as to say life is denied by lack of attention, whether it should be cleaning windows or trying to write a masterpiece.
Do you honestly think that quote that says you're just trying to find the right piece of chocolate, that's why you keep eating all of it, is because they're not focused on the right piece of chocolate?
I think it's two things. I think that's something there is obviously. TP, what I got from you is that chocolate isn't your really go-to. For me, it definitely is. And the more, the cheaper the chocolate, the better I like it. I guess it means that there's more sugar in it. But I want the chocolate for sure. But then I'm not aware of how many I'm going back and not paying attention to how many I'm actually putting in my mouth. Like you, TP, I like the caramels. And so I will open it up and I'll start to eat and I'll go, nah, this isn't really what I was after. Well, I will give that to my husband and then I'll try another one. But I'm still trying halves and halves and halves. And all of a sudden, pretty soon, the box is depleted.
I think that's a whole bunch of hogwash.
Uh-oh.
I do. I have to, love you to death, but that's hogwash. Like, the fact of the matter is, you are stating, it states, I'm trying to find the right flavor, right? Or the right taste. Chocolate.
Yeah.
you can break it and see if it's the one that you want. The fact that you feel like you need to taste it because your eyes cannot do the justice that your taste buds does has nothing to do with focus. It has to do with the fact that you want to eat this chocolate.
I do. But I also feel that it is that I'm not really focusing on any of it.
You're focusing on eating.
I'm focusing on eating the chocolate, right?
You're focused on making a lot of excuses for the fact that you've done something that you shouldn't have done. And now these excuses are going to make you feel better as you continue to do what you know you're not supposed to do. And then on top of that, you've now included your husband as an accomplice into the crime because you're saying you gave him half. So you gave him half so you feel a little bit better that the fact that you didn't eat the whole chocolate, you ate half of it.
Accomplice.
Either way, he's an accomplice. And so you're not in it alone, so you even feel even more better. So now you're more focused on your marriage than the chocolate. It's all excuses in the end.
We are over with this session, and obviously these are ongoing threads that happen in a lot of these different quotes. Okay, so please like us, sign up below, and please tell us your impressions. What are your thoughts about this? Maybe they'll create another quote for us to use. So, ciao, bella.